Back at 7:42, in 1966, if you spent about $220 to buy 10 shares of stock in my next guest company, it would be worth more than $1.3 million today. Warren Buffett, the chairman and chief executive officer of Berkshire Hathaway, is the subject of a new book called Tap Dancing to Work, Warren Buffett on Practically Everything. Carol Loomis has covered Buffett for Fortune magazine for decades and collected all the magazine's reporting for this book. Good morning to both of you. Welcome back, Mr. Buffett. You went back and you looked at something like 80 or more articles that have been written on this guy. You've known him for years and years. Did you learn something looking back?
You know, I did, because I saw this great arc of his business life. The book is basically a business biography. And I just learned, I think maybe the most important thing I learned is how consistent he's been in his thinking. He's never changed.
I didn't put this to any kind of a computer test. I haven't fed this in to get the numbers. But you know the word that I think probably comes up more often than any other to describe his style of investing? Rational.
Rational.
Is that the key to his success?
Oh, it absolutely is. And it's the unkey to most people's success. They just can't do it. They get very emotional about investing.
People have used the word rational to describe me, too, and not in as glowing terms. And you know what I often think they mean? I think they mean boring.
In my case, they do. I don't know about you, Matt.
But is perhaps part of your genius that you have a somewhat boring approach to investing?
I couldn't be more boring.
But is that the key?
Well, it's true that I just look at the facts, and wherever the facts lead me, I go.
The crux of it is this, Carol. He says you go out and you find undervalued companies so their stocks can only go up. You want to make sure they don't have a lot of debt and they've got good managers in place. And then you jump on those companies. People out there are saying, duh, why don't I think about that? But why does he find them where other people miss them?
Well, he says that it's simple but not easy. And that's why other people, I don't think, can do it. But he also thinks about business 24/7, and most people aren't doing that. He brings a frame of reference to every business subject that comes up, and there's just no one better.
He looks kind of dapper today, all right? But I've seen him on the golf course, all right? And there's sometimes a bit of a sight gag, because if Warren Buffett walked into a restaurant and you didn't know who he was, and that he was the third wealthiest man in the world, you would not realize it.
Particularly when it came to the tip.
Is that part of the magic, perhaps, that he catches people off guard?
Well, I think it's less so today, because if you walk down the street with him today, he's likely to be recognized by lots of people. But he does catch him off guard, because first of all, he's very nice. He's so funny. And people don't see this complex guy that's there.
It hasn't all been roses for you. You took a beating like a lot of other people back in 2008, 2009. I think 2008 on paper was your worst year.
Probably, yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. What did you learn from it?
Well, I just learned that I could get a chance to buy stocks a lot cheaper, and I like that. I mean, if I buy hamburgers today and the price goes down tomorrow, I like it better tomorrow. I don't worry about what I paid today.
So you saw it as opportunity for the next year?
Always.
This book seems to me, Carol, to be a little bit of a gift, a little bit of a goodbye letter to a longtime friend, and I don't mean it that way. But, you know, you've known each other for a long time. You've been doing this for a long time. You've battled some health issues recently. You've talked about leaving. You've chosen a successor but not named that person. What's it going to mean to the world of investing when he hangs up his investing shoes?
Well, you know, I think maybe 20 years from now that might be the case.
You think he's going to go that long?
Well, maybe I should say 25. But at any rate, he will be remembered. His role in life will be remembered into the next century. I don't have any idea about that. I don't know for sure whether it's going to be investing or philanthropy that is the lead item. But Warren Buffett, people are going to be reading about Warren Buffett 100 years from now.
You have a date in mind? No, seriously, do you?
Well, Methuselah made it to 999. I mean, you got to have a goal. You got to have a goal, Matt.
Warren Buffett, great to have you. Carol Loomis, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure to have you both here. And the book is called Tap Dancing to Work.